Da-da-da! Hi, and welcome to Probability of Demise. This is so exciting that I lost my notes because I can't remember what I was going to say, except that it's super exciting. Woohoo!
My worst nightmare.
We're getting off to the perfect start to an amazing session. Hello and well met, people of Dice. I am Rurik, and normally I am your DM, but I am not today going to be GMing this game. This is a very special session where our little group of nerdy storytellers is getting together with a special guest, Jonathan, who you might see over there. You will also see Jess. They're in the same square. That's a thing. And you can also see Larissa. Larissa is our guest dungeon master today for a super fun and exciting one shot that she's been planning.
Build me up.
She does get to this little space where she thinks that she's, so we're all going to be super supportive of her and take care of her, and we'll all remember that we're all part of telling this story and that it doesn't rest solely on the game master to do it all. Although I think she may have over-prepped because she looks like she's really been working super hard at this. And I think we should make this a drinking game of some sort. Like every time Larissa looks concerned when it's not an in-character concern. Just ban ourselves. It's okay, Larissa. You're going to rock start this.
I'm really glad I bought a bunch of beer yesterday because then I can participate too.
Chemically adjusting your. At any rate, welcome. It's super exciting. Now, Larissa. I don't. We do have our normal little blah blah blahs. We have our merch. If you want to look that up, check that out. Super exciting. It'll be in the show notes. But Larissa, I didn't ask you, or I didn't get a confirmation about how you wanted us to transition from the opening format to your show. So I am just going to make Jess do word of the day.
We can do a word of the day because then I won't be the only one put on the spot today. Well, I mean, I will. I'm on the spot, but it's a chosen spot. But then we can do the music, and then I guess we could go into it.
Yeah, totally. I'm super excited. I'm so stoked about this. Being on the opposite side is so much fun. It's going to be such a blast. You're going to have a great time. You already got lots of love.
Wait, hold on.
But yeah, you got support from your love actually just now, Jason and.
I never understood the point of that.
Does it work for the dramatic effect?
No. I just never
Jess,
understood it.
please tell us, what is the word of the day?
All right. In honor of it looking more like spring, the word of the day is vernal, which is related to or occurring during the spring.
Vernal?
That is so cool.
VERNAL?
Because
Okay.
my outside is not yet vernal.
Really?
They
Or
keep calling it vernal.
adverb
They're flowers, but
vernally.
Vernally. All right.
there are flowers, but it's just very mucky Portland dreariness with lots of gray skies.
That makes sense.
How's it in New York?
A
Downpour.
little chilly, but beautiful.
Yeah. It was
Maybe there's
thunderstorming
sprouting.
last night, though.
It was.
Thunderstorms are fun.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, I just missed it with the dogs.
Good.
Oh.
Well, I'm super excited, and I'm even more excited about what's coming up next. Catch you on the other side of the song.
Each of you are blindfolded, but not uncomfortably. It's obvious that this is simply to keep you from observing your surroundings and not of any real threat. You are led hands bound firmly but without any pain until you are forced to sit in a chair. There is a slight pause before the blindfold is whipped from your eyes, and then you hear a slight pop, and each of you are seated next to each other in a small chair in a small but plain room.
Shandy breathes out a sigh of relief, seeing the people that are nearby. What do we see?
I was waiting for someone to ask. Sorry. It's a very plain room, rough-hewn walls, stone, all four sides. Ahead of you, two torches in sconces on the wall with a plain outline of an arch in the stone.
I found 100.
I'm going to look over at Jess's character. What do I see when I look over at Jess? Or Hekil? How do I say your name, Jess?
Well, actually, why don't you introduce your character since you first spoke?
Okay. Shandi is human. They're at that stage of pubertal development where everything's kind of very indistinct, and they're definitely not like quite an adult human. Like they have the baby fat still, but they're also kind of like elongating and getting the structural features of adulthood that will become a future. And they have a very strong semblance to Jess's character. It's very obvious that they are siblings of some sort. And unlike the other person that they look alike, they are a little bit more hesitant. They look a little bit, maybe like they didn't get the best cuts of meat in their life, or they just spent a lot of time inside studying, because they look a little bit wispy in the muscles department. And they also appear to have a like kind of spooked look, like dark circles under their eyes.
Oh no. Keep going.
Dark circles under their eye. Now I'm both of them. And a little bit of a look that is, I don't know, just like a little starved, but their physicality, their emotions are very much like riveted to Hekil, like just kind of constantly watching them as they move about. And
can you tell me a little bit why you're in the tournament?
I don't have reasons to be here, except that I do what my sister said. So I think like what's happened in the background is my sister has
Nope.
Nope, didn't work. That is the cool.
Try again.
Oh well, we'll deal with it. My sister has entered into this. This is really for their opportunity to.
We had a totally with the computer, so we're on our phone, folks.
It's all good. We'll work with whatever we got. It's really my sister is the one who knows why we're here. I kind of got dropped on her. She was, pursuing her future right now. And she's got people that she's been working with and other stuff like that. She's been doing a lot of different things. She is like the awesome one. And that's the kind of how Shandi always looks at my brother. Sorry, I got confused for a second. All the time looking at my brother as like they are amazing. They know everything. And I kind of just get into trouble like trying to be like him. I just get myself into problems, and then like, I might have imaginary friends depending on who you think of things, and I'm too old to have imaginary friends, like way too old, like inappropriately old to have imaginary friends. So I'm just kind of nervously sitting there, but the moment I see Heckle, if I'm pronouncing that even correctly, I just kind of visibly relax a little, because he is the rock star. He knows everything. Heckle is unassailably the best person ever created in the world.
Unmute yourself and tell us, Jess, tell us about your character.
Wonderful. Today I am Hequil, and I'm the older brother, and I am trying very hard to join the guard. All I wanted in life is to be a high-ranking officer and patrol, the town. And everything I do is to ensure good fortune and praise, so I can do that possibly early.
Jonathan?
I'm Jervis the Nervous. Blech. And I feed off the nervousness of other people, and I'm just trying to make my way in a tiny little area of the world, and steal, or just find stuff to provide for myself, which is my family, and just get by, man. Life's a life's a cornucopia.
All right. Do me a favor and let me know who's sitting in what order. Just if you're all still sitting. Has anybody decided to get up?
I would stay sitting, patiently waiting to be told what to do next.
If Jervis is between the two of us, I'm constantly shifting back and forth just to make sure that Heckwill is still there. Like, very uncomfortable, but also just like reassured every time I see Heckwill. And I'm just like, oh, Heckwill knows what we're doing. Heckle's in charge of everything. And this other person, Jervis, I'm not even sure really. But I'm constantly checking in.
All right. So you're all going to stay sitting?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then all of a sudden you hear a gong sound reverberating throughout the room, since it's very, very small. You're not sure where it came from. And then you hear a voice. But not only is the voice in the room, it's also in your head. Welcome, welcome. I am most excited for today's events. You have come here of your own volition, seeking a boon. Should you complete the tournament with all your comrades alive, your boon will be granted. Shandi, what is the boon you seek?
I want my brother to get what he needs.
Very well. Jervis, what is the boon you seek?
Boon. I seek, treasure.
Very well. Hequil, what is your boon that you seek?
the praise and adoration of the guard to join at an earlier age than allowed.
Excellent, excellent. A fine but interesting collection of choices for sure. Now we must discuss the rules of the tournament, for it is not your average tournament, no, no. The objective is to make it to the end, of course, but unlike other violent and vicious festivities where competitors are encouraged to backstab and maim their peers, this tournament is intended for everyone to win. And as that voice kind of echoes off, a scroll materializes in front of each of you. A brief inspection of it shows a standard contract from Mighty Madge granting the winners, and you see each of your names, of this day's tournament a boon of their design. However, the page is only half full. And as the voice continues, the writing fills in on each scroll. However, the only way the tournament is won is if you all win. Should one of your party members fall, you will all be transported back to the place from which you traveled to be here. So, my advice, stick together. Watch each other's backs and not just your own. Now, do you all agree to these terms?
Eagle's definitely gonna look around and shoot a look to, my younger sibling, trying to be like, don't embarrass me, just say yes, and be like, of course.
There's a little glimmer of rebellion, but it's quickly squashed by the strange environment and just a little sense of nervousness that has been pervading Shandi. So there's a moment where Shandi looks like they're going to say something, and then they just settle back and they nod their head really quickly. Where do we sign?
Jervis?
Yeah, I'm game for now.
Splendid. You may each sign your contract with either your signature or blood, whichever you consider more binding.
I immediately jump up and go sign it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and sign that.
Kind of whisper to the air next to me. GM, Game Master, I'm talking to my spirits.
Okay.
And I'm asking them a real quick question of, what's more binding, blood or signature? I don't know.
In this case, it literally is entirely to whichever you would hold more faithful.
I hold faithful to my brother or the spirits. So I'm going to go roll for it. I nick myself with my loot pick, and a little blood droplet lands on the paper.
All finished? Wonderful. Then let us begin. And there is another gong. Nothing happens.
Did anything in the room noticeably change?
Nope. Do you want me to describe the room again?
Yes, please.
They disconnected, so they might not have heard of that.
Oh, was that when y'all disconnected?
That might have been.
Okay. So 4 stone walls. There's a torch on each side, except in front of you, where there's a torch and a sconce on either side of an arch that's outlined in the stone.
Is there a door in that archway?
It could be considered a door.
And nothing else is in there other than us the chairs, and then like the torches on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look around, and if no one else is gonna do something, I'm going to go stand up, and because I'm not very smart, open the door.
How are you going to open the door?
Is there a handle?
Nope, it's just rough-hewn wall, but there's a line carved out in an archway like this.
I'm gonna do a Sparta kick and kick it down.
I see that they're about to do something to the door, I talk to my little invisible friends. Go help her, go help her, go help her. And a little bit of, so I have a special thing with being a creepy spirit person, creepy younger sibling, where I can cast the guidance cantrip to anything within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and just cast guidance on her as she's trying to do this thing.
All right. So you go to kick the door?
I do.
Okay, roll the attack.
Okay. Let me move us over just a tiny bit so that I can see what I'm doing. All right. Roll. 16 plus. Oh, shoot. You might lose our face for just 1 second. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
This is definitely
Avon calling. Ring ding a ling. Do, 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 do. Oh, no,
I think
that's
their
copyright. Hang
unarmed
on.
is a +6. Oh, you know what? I should turn that on.
The athletics, a strength. What is this?
She
It's
said
just an attack roll. An unarmed attack.
Okay, perfect.
Which is a +6, I think.
Hold, please.
Where's my sounds? I was going to play those. Here.
You have sounds? Since when do you have sounds? Oh, wait. Well, I see I know what board you're using, so I know that there's, oh, those sounds. Oh, here, I was thinking like a pacow or like a.
I've been thinking about installing a bunch of those on the board because it would be super fun.
I think we need at least a sad trombone for the puns. All right, attack roll.
22.
I mean, it's a wall, so yeah, you hit it. As you kick the door, first of all, take 2 points of blunt force damage because you kicked solid wall. However, as you do that, the door starts to slowly creep open and it turns and you can slide through on either side.
I do one of these, hands up, and just shimmy through it. And I put my head through and go, come on.
I quickly follow. Always follow.
Yeah, I'll go too. I'll follow as well.
All right.
How bright is that here? Like, is it dark or bright? Is it lit? The torches in the last room were...
This room is less lit than the other one. There's only 2 torches. They're at the far end of the room. And the rest of the room is pretty much ensconced in darkness. You choose to move farther into the room?
I'm too nervous. Like, I might talk to unseen things.
Jonathan's like, hey, that's my gig. Sorry.
What did Jonathan do?
Oh, no. You said nervous and Jonathan looked up like, hey, that's my gig.
So because I'm just a little bit too who I am.
The nerves.
I pull out, like, I have this ridiculous little chest that I drag around all over the place with me usually. And it's kind of strapped to my back. And it's very obviously intended to be like carry things for everybody, but it's almost empty because I can't carry that much. So I kind of crank open this chest and I pull out a tiny, tiny little lamp, an adventuring lamp, and I begin trying to light it up.
Okay. And do you have experience lighting this lamp?
Yeah, I mean, I've lit it before, and
All right.
I kind of just takes me a little extra time sometimes. So I just
Well, I'll let you determine how many tries it takes for you to light the lamp. But there's nothing in this room that would keep you from lighting the lamp.
okay. I just kind of take my time, and when I finally get it lit, I kind of look up for approval, and I don't see anybody paying attention to me. I guess.
All right. Do you know what so that the light begins to fill the room? And do you place the lamp down? Do you hold it? Are you still at the front of the room?
I'm holding it, and I'm like looking for wherever Heckle looks, or if Jervis is also looking around, I kind of like just aim it in the same direction. Like
trying to be helpful.
Yeah, I'm really, really trying to prove that I'm worth having around.
Got it.
It's like kind of may be screwed up. That's why I'm here.
All right. Well, as more light fills the room, you can now see that on either side of the torches at the far end of the room, there is a stone statue of a hooded figure with their hands outstretched, holding a platter of fresh fruit. At their feet, 3 more platters. And along the left side of the wall, which is that your left side of the wall, there are 9 levers. You muted. Still can't hear you.
I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
She's thinking. I can see the deep thought moment happening.
Are there anything else around on the wall, or just the 9 levers?
Just the 9 levers. They all have a number next to them, assigning 1 through 9.
In order, so it goes
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Can I look around the room for any books or paper, or maybe writing on the wall? Something
Sure.
like
Roll a perception check.
that. Okay. Rolling. Ooh, that's not good. All right.
Is that on my end, the wee wee wee, and can you hear that?
I can hear it. I don't know where it's coming from though.
Yeah, it's definitely my side. Hang on. While they're,
No worries.
while they're calculating, let me close the window. Oh. Ah, live theater. Should I
So
take
the
a
9 levers, just as Jess is looking stuff up, and Jonathan's maybe.
Oh,
looking stuff
say it
up.
again.
7 for me.
7. There's not any books. It's the same floor and walls as the previous room.
Oh, what you're looking for, Heckle?
I'm looking to see if there's a way, an order that we're supposed to pull these.
Oh, it's like a puzzle.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go up to the levers, and I'm just gonna without getting into them, I'm just gonna start checking out can I figure out if they're trapped or have lines leading off into different locations, or anything along those lines. I'm just kind of
Roll an investigation check.
investigate.
Hey.
Ooh, that was not a bad roll. That's an 18. Great roll, minor bonus.
So the levers are very, very plain. It's just the section of the wall that they would move down if being pulled down, and a little plaque with the number next to it. Otherwise, there's no other indication of them being connected in any way.
We have to work
Just
there. Maybe we all have to pull them at the.
We still don't have enough arms.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4,
How
5,
many are
6,
there?
9.
9.
That was a good idea, though.
I have a boomerang. I could another one of them maybe with that.
You still need one more.
I can do feet, and I try to stand on one foot for a little bit.
I would like to go up, and before I do anything, turn around and go, everyone prepare yourself. And I'm going to pull lever 6.
Lever 6. Okay. As you pull the lever, 2 slats, actually, 1 slat, actually, no, 2 slats. Sorry. Remember how I designed this. 2 slats open up in the ceiling, and you see 2 streams of blue light shine down on the middle plate and the plate to the right.
These are the food plates.
Mm-hmm. On the floor
There's
at the
one
foot of the
held up,
statue.
and there's
3 on the floor.
3 on the floor. So the middle and the right one are lit up right now.
Mm-hmm. With blue light.
I'm gonna go look at the plates now.
Okay. They're just like they match the same as what's being held in the statue's hands with the fruit in it. But these ones are empty, and they're just on the floor instead.
What fruit are on the plate in the statue?
You're going to go over and check?
Yes.
All right. There's an orange, a bunch of grapes,
Red grape?
red, purple grapes. Maybe let's go Concord grapes. And a green apple.
Okay. Are those, if I try to pick one up, are they like on the statue or can I move it?
You can try.
I'd like to try to pick one up.
Which one do you pick up?
The orange.
You pick it up. Just fine. It's an orange. It's a regular orange. It smells pretty fresh.
Okay. I'm gonna put it down. Go back to the lever.
You put it down back on the plate?
Back on the normal plate where it came from.
Okay.
Right, exactly where it was.
Okay.
Were they all just on top of each other? Were they in a line? Were
They were just grouped together, kind of like, just put there, not in any particular placement.
Okay, I'm gonna run back to the levers, undo 6, and I'm gonna yell over to Jervis and go, give me a number.
Okay. 2.
I'm gonna pull the second lever.
Okay. You pull the second lever, and another shaft opens up, and a yellow beam of light shines down on the first plate.
Shandi, go get that orange and put it on that plate.
I go over and I just grab the orange and I reach out and pop it onto the plate.
And I wait.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna put the orange back. What else was on that main plate?
Grapes.
And a
Grape?
green apple.
Green apple, orange. I run over and I just yank on lever, the 6th lever,
6 lever. All right.
the same one that we had opened before.
So now there's a yellow beam of light on the first plate and a blue beam of light on the second and the third plates, the middle and the right plate.
I think we have to make colors equal.
What do you mean?
You got yellow and those are blue. We gotta figure out how to make them mix.
Jervis, do you have any idea?
I was gonna eat the orange.
You?
As you do that, you hear a voice in your mind. I wouldn't recommend that.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna eat the orange. What was the second lever pulled?
second was pulled, and it's the yellow light on the
And
first
where,
plate.
what lever was it?
Second.
The second lever?
Mhm.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right now, the second and sixth levers are down.
Sorry.
Draw it out, Rue. I can see you doing it.
So, Shandi, why don't you show us what you're thinking?
Okay, I turn off the sixth lever,
Okay.
taking the blue, and I'm kind of looking at the other ones, and I'm going to try the first one,
Okay.
see what happens.
So as you pull the first lever, a red light shines on the first plate with the yellow light making an orange light. And now a red light also shines on the middle plate.
I'm going to run over and grab the orange and put it on the now orange plate.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to leave it there, run back over again, and pull the third lever.
You pull the third lever, and a blue light appears on the third plate.
Okay.
You put 6 back up, right?
No.
Yeah. No?
I thought you put 6 back up.
Oh, 6. Yeah, 6 I put back up.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Pull 4.
I pull 4.
You pull 4, and all of the levers go back up again.
Okay, no more 4.
I pull 5 since all of them went back up.
You pull 5, and a red light shines on the middle.
1, 5, and whatever one you pulled.
1, 5, and 2.
2.
Okay, I'm pulling 1, 5, and 2.
Okay. There is an orange light on the first plate and a red light on the middle plate, and that's it.
I'm going to pull 6.
You pull 6,
Oh, yeah.
and all of them pop back up again.
I'm going to pull...
Sorry. You at least you get it.
Yeah, I'm going to pull 9 just to find out what 9 does. Larissa disconnected her mic on accident, probably.
No.
Oh, I heard.
No.
Oh,
I got
hang on.
muted. I don't know how it got muted. Did you hear what 9 did or no?
No.
Nope.
Yellow light on the last plate, on the right plate.
Okay, so yellow and blue together make green. So I'm going to pull 6 and 9.
Okay. So now there's a blue light on the middle plate
Why
and
am I
a
making
green light on the right plate. And that's it.
I'm going to put... No, that doesn't make sense. I got confused.
Say it one more time.
Right now,
9 are down.
which, sorry? 6 and 9 are down, yes.
Yeah.
And there's a blue light on the middle plate and a green light on the right plate.
Agree. Okay. Shandi, pull 2.
Okay, I pull 2.
Now there's a yellow light on the left plate, a blue light on the middle plate, and a green light on the right plate.
Yellow, blue, green. Now 5?
I think it's going to reset if we pull 5 because it seems like every time we pull 4 levers, it resets. So I'll pull 5.
They all pop back up again.
Okay. Mechanics are being found.
Yep.
We're solving puzzles. Okay.
Have we done 3 yet?
We've not done 3 and we've not done 8.
Pull 3 and 8. No, pull 3.
I pull 3.
You
I
pull
feel
3.
like I'm the little kid in the at the Oz, like behind the curtain.
running the Wizard of Oz face. You pull 3 and a blue light shines on the right plate. You pull 8 and a blue light shines on the middle plate.
I'm going to pull 5. What did 5 do? That was blue, right?
Okay.
Or 6. That was 6.
3. Okay, so 3 did what now?
Blue on the
Blue
right
on
plate.
The right plate.
And 8
Did
did
blue
blue on the middle plate.
middle plate.
Blue on the middle.
Oh, what happens when I pull 6?
6 was blue on the middle and the right.
So that's the 2 that we've currently got lit up. So if I pull that one, what happens? But there's double blue on it.
It's a very strong blue light.
Okay, I undo the very strong blue light.
Which lever do you let up? 6?
I'm gonna let up 3 and 8. 'Cause,
Okay.
Orange,
So you're leaving 6 down. Okay.
yeah, 6 is down.
green. This would make
I'm gonna pull
Yep.
9.
Okay.
I forgot what 9 does. Trying to remind myself.
There's now a blue light on the middle plate and a green light on the right plate.
blue and red.
Okay, so that's
No?
green would be yellow.
Green is blue and yellow. Okay, so this means
I'm gonna pull 7 twice to reset it, and then to pull 7 to find out.
Okay.
Being
you pull
efficient
it
now.
twice, and all the levers go back up.
I'm gonna pull it 7 again.
Oh, man.
You pull 7, and there's a red light on the right plate.
okay, no.
Okay.
Pull 1 by itself.
I pull 1.
And you put 7 back up? Because
No.
you pulled, or you pulled.
Yeah, I
you pulled
put
down?
7 up.
Okay.
I pull 1.
There is a red light on the left plate and the middle plate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just having
We're
fun.
playing color mixing right now. It's very fun. I'm gonna reset the 1, and I'm gonna
Okay.
pull 2 just to make sure I have things right.
Okay. You pull 2, and there's a yellow light on the left plate.
Okay, and now I'm gonna pull.
Are those of you at home playing along?
Yeah, I'm pulling 4.
And you're leaving yellow down?
Yeah.
Okay. You are 2 down, sorry. You pull 4, and there is a very strong yellow light on the first plate and a yellow light on the last plate on the right.
Huh, okay.
Okay. Yes. Forgot what 5 did already.
Left and
4-year-old.
right. So we need 4. That was
Okay.
yellow.
We need. In my imagination, we need green for the apple.
Yeah.
We need orange for the orange. And we need purple for the grapes. Right? That's what color grapes are.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need a combination that gets us.
All right. So
I want to. Do you mind if I try something, Crate?
Yeah.
First, to see if I'm doing it. I'm going to reset it all so it's all off.
All right.
I'm going to pull 1, 4, and 6. I think I did that right. I probably didn't. I got confused in a couple of moments.
1, 4, and 6, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. As you pull down 1, a red light shines on the first and middle plates. As you pull down 4, there's now an orange light on the left plate, a red light on the middle plate, and a yellow light on the right plate. And as you pull down 6, there is now a purple light on the middle plate and a green light on the right plate.
I just start bringing fruits and putting them on the matching colors, hoping that works.
In what order do you place them?
I put a orange on the left plate. I put a grapes on the middle plate, and I place the apple on the right plate.
As you place the apple on the right plate, The stone statue starts to twirl down,
I run and hide behind Hequel.
and a metal portcullis that was behind it starts to rise up. And you have cleared the room. You may go through.
I'm going to turn behind me and say, surprisingly good job.
Kind of stand up a little bit more straight, and I look over at Jervis. I did good.
So, so there's an exit now, right?
Mhm.
So I'll run through the exit.
You're going to run?
Yeah.
Okay.
I listen intently for screams.
You run through the exit, and it is just black. Like it's just darkness. There's nothing that you can really see or anything. It's just like a really encompassing darkness. But you can vaguely hear like water somewhere and like wind.
Water and wind.
I come through with my lamp.
As you come through with the lamp, you can see a little bit further. You can see ahead of you and to the right, walls, stone walls about 20 feet high, just covered with ivy. So there's a passageway straight to your right, or you can turn to the left. Straight, not to the right, straight. Or you can turn to the left, straight to the right. Jesus, Mary Joseph. But you can't see beyond the light of your lamp.
When you say we can go those directions, is it like walkways? It's not an open room.
Right.
Okay.
You are now
Straight or right?
you are now in the maze part of the tournament.
Uh-huh. And the options are straight or right?
Straight or left, sorry.
Straight or left. Okay.
Mhm. And I'm going to give you this for free. You don't have to keep space where you are. I'm going to make it so you can really kind of only go forward. So don't worry about having to keep track of which turns you take.
Great.
Because I know personally I hate that. So not hate it, but like I don't want have to do any additional thinking more than you have to.
Okay.
Do you leave the other room equal to?
I do.
As you do, orbs start to glow in 20 feet paces along the walls of the ivy, and the portcullis drops behind you.
Oh.
I just look at Jervis the nervous to see if that scared him.
No.
Climb up the ivy.
Sorry?
Can I climb up the ivy at all?
I mean, you can do an investigation check to see if it's strong enough.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, bad.
Godless.
5, 9, 10, 11. A whole 14.
All right. As you walk up to the wall and you start, touching the ivy, you realize it's really, pretty thin. You don't think it would hold your weight. If anything, it's kind of more just decoration.
Jervis, you were the first one in. You pick which way we go. Straight or left?
I guess left.
Left? All right.
I head left.
And you lead off? Is that the marching order?
I don't ask, I just go.
Okay. Who's going after Equal?
I think I follow pretty quickly.
And then you?
Yeah, I'll go as well.
All right.
Yep.
So it's Equal then. Sorry, my pencil ran out. Equal. And then Shawnee and Jervis. All right, awesome. You continue along, and you reach a wall. You turn to your right, and at this point, you can either go left or right. Keep in mind, this is pretty dim lighting. It's mostly just so that you can see what you're walking on. But that's about it. Very slight glowing orbs. So think of it as dim lighting.
Shandi, which way?
I like to throw a little bit of chaos, so since we went left, we should go right.
Great.
And actually, I started walking down to the right.
All right, you go right. As you get to the end of this row, you see a chest.
Oh! Well,
I compare my little chest to that chest to decide which one is cooler.
It's a very plain chest. I'm sure yours is much cooler.
Feeling very confident about this, I just go up to the chest and I look at it from a distance of maybe 5 or 6 feet.
Very plain chest. Doesn't even have a lock on it.
Okay.
I'm not seeing a lock. I just kind of look. I pout. I full on, teen pout. Annoyed. Just sucked my teeth maybe a little bit. Did the whole.
What's going on?
we're at a chest.
All right. Well, I could use my ghostly gaze and look into the chest through the.
Oh.
All right, so remind me what that does.
Once per short rest as an action, you gain the ability to see through solid objects with dark vision.
Okay.
Look through the chest to see what's in it.
All right. Jonathan, can you do me the favor of rolling a d4?
Press roll.
A D4?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2.
All right. Inside, using your ghostly gaze, you can see a scroll and 2 bottled... I can't think of the right word. 2 bottled bottles.
2 bottled bottles. 2 bottles of something.
I was going to say bottled something, and then I just decided to say 2 bottles. You see a scroll and 2 bottles.
Okay.
Do you share this knowledge or do you keep it?
Yeah, I share the knowledge and I say, sweet. Bottles. I bet it's some sort of a beverage.
Do you plan on drinking it?
Yeah, I do. I guess I should try and open the chest.
You open the chest with no issues. Inside, you find a scroll of protection and 2 potions of greater healing.
Nice. I'm gonna hold on to those.
Right?
Bounce up and down.
All right.
Left
As
passage
you-
this time, or are we left passage this time, or are we going to break?
Well,
the
as you turn around to the chest, it's not a dead end, but as you turn around and look behind you, there's now a wall of stone covered in ivy.
And
So
we're trapped.
you can move forward, which will bring you around a corner to your left.
Is that if we are looking at the chest, we can go left?
Yes.
All right. Onward, my comrades.
So you keep walking for a small short of time, and you now get to a point where you can again go left or right. To the left, there's a strange murmuring noise. You're not sure, it's not intelligible, there's just a murmuring noise. And to your right, you can clearly see a bench with 2 torches next to it, making it very brightly lit in comparison to the rest of the area.
surely we don't need to sit down and rest, so I vote to the left.
You go left? All right.
Well, asking.
Oh.
For once.
I thought you said I go to the left, not I'd go to the left.
Jervis, Shondi.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you to the left.
2 for the left. So, Shondi, your vote doesn't really matter. But, which way would you have gone?
To the right. I just say it like really smugly, like I was planning on saying it the whole time. Just
Then to the left.
I head off to the left.
All right.
Left.
As you continue to walk to the left, as you go down this hallway, you can see an orb floating in the middle of this dimly lit pathway. And as you get closer, you realize the orb is talking. Oh, that's a great, that's a good one. I hadn't heard that one. Yes, I know you hadn't heard it. That's why I told it. Yes. Well, let me know if you come up with any new ones. Oh, yes, of course I will. Yes.
I whispered to Hequil, I'm not the only one hearing this one, am I?
You are not.
Okay, good.
And there's only one orb, is that correct?
I mean, it's not an orb, it's an orb-shaped figure.
But there's only one.
Yes, there is only one. Do you continue walking?
I'm gonna go up to the talking orb-shaped thing.
All right, as you approach it, the orb starts to rotate. And you see a giant eye and 4 eye stalks. And as it continues to speak, the eye stalks turn and look at each other as if they're the ones having the conversation. But the mouth beneath the eye is the one saying the words.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, did I tell you that this recently happened? No, I had no idea that had recently happened. But, I wish you had told me sooner. And it continues to mumble it to itself in this way.
I'm gonna go, excuse me, dear.
As you do that, all 5 eyes turn to stare at you. Oh, hello. Hi. How may I be of assistance?
I give a little, bow.
And it ducks its head, and all the eye stalks do the same.
And I go, we are looking for the quickest passage through this maze. Would you know the direction best which to go?
Well, honestly, it's forward. Every route will get you through the maze.
Would you be so kind as to lead the way?
Oh no! I have to stay here. This I have to stay in. This is my spot.
What do you do in this spot?
I guard it.
From what?
Well, I guess guarding it from anyone who wishes to pass it.
Did you not just say that we should go forward?
I did.
What would be the best route forward if we cannot go past you?
I didn't say you couldn't go past me. I just said I'm not allowed to let anyone past me.
Mm-hmm. So if I attempt to go forward as you suggested, you will or will not stop me?
You can certainly try, and I will certainly try. Yes. I mean, they can, but they can try, and we will try, and they will try, and everyone's going to try, but honestly, the best way is forward.
There's a riddle afoot, and I don't understand it.
No riddle. No, guys. I guess you could say if you wanted to go forward, you would have to go through me.
Is that in a literal statement or a figurative?
Figuratively?
That one.
I guess they'll have to try and find out. Yes, we suggest you try and find out.
I'm gonna look at Shandi and go, should I just walk into it?
I guess. And as they're saying that, I'm just going to whisper to my little unseen things again and send some guidance because I don't know what's about to happen.
All right. Well, Master Eyeballs, forward I go. And I'm gonna just walk forward.
You gonna walk forward like up to it or around it or
Into it.
into it? All right. I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative.
God dang it.
Huh?
And here's hoping that I do this right.
You go to your D&D Beyond.
Those two get to go to jail.
So
I don't remember how to roll initiative for a monster.
There's an auto roll.
Oh,
you
I
can
see it.
do.
I see it.
or you can do it there.
Oh my gosh. So
8 plus
that's so pathetic. I just saw my initiative. It's-
0. And then
I have great initiative bonus, and I still did not do well.
I remember those days with Vitality. I mean, it was very rare that, she could not go first or upward in the order. So when I didn't get to, oh man, was it hard? What'd you get?
I got 15.
15?
Yeah,
Okay.
18.
15. Okay. Jonathan got an 18.
No, I did.
Oh, you got an 18. Okay.
I got 8.
8. Okay. Shandi.
I got 8.
Hey.
My
Okay.
dexterity bonus is +3 if that's.
I think it automatically did it. Wait, Jervis, what's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, modifier. Nothing. 0.
Nothing. Okay. Then I'm going to do that. No. Dang it. Hang on. Is there a way to rechange the... Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the music change. I appreciate that. All right. Really? Really? All right. Hequil, you are first up in initiative order. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to... I
really want the blackout screen to just say, "Be right back." Like a little sticky note that says "Be right back."
I love Jason's post.
Can y'all hear me while I do it? Or no?
No, I think it pretty much goes mute.
I thought you could hear me. Okay. I am going to take my long sword and kapow it.
Okay, roll the attack.
Okay. Dang it.
actually really like this music. It's like giving Game Boy,
It's
like early Pokemon.
Yeah, this is kind of
A
why.
whole 12.
The whole 12. As you go to swing, the beholder kind of just slightly just rotates to the side and says, "That's not very nice. No, that's not very nice. Well, I guess they're trying to go through us." And the figure is now going to try to attack you.
Good.
Okay. I have so much rolling. I have so much more rolling to do now. All right.
That's why I pre-roll a lot for our encounters, because like when you have a lot of things, you're just like, okay,
I don't have a lot of things. It's just
average
more rolling
damage
Yep.
and lots of D&D.
All right. So, does an 18 hit?
I think so.
If you want, I
Yes.
can leave you up so that I can.
Hmm?
I can tell you if you want me to like just leave your screen up on my screen.
Oh, no, it's fine. You take 3 points of piercing damage as the figure chomps down on the arm that you tried to hit it with. After it does that, it turns. I'm trying to remember. Wait, who's next? It turns to Shandi and goes to use a paralyzing ray. Shandi, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
No, I wanna. Ooh, that was either a really good roll or a really bad roll. Yeah, a really good roll. 20, dirty 20.
Wow. All right.
Really dirty.
Somehow, as this giant eyeball sweeps your way, you manage to duck and avoid its gaze. Shandi, it is now your turn.
Having been drawn into this hellscape, which I did not think I was going to be involved in at all, I am going to. I'm such a terrible little human, and I'm going to, at the 4th level, which is the only level I can cast this, I'm going to use Psychic Lance, which for Shandi is, they call it emotional distress. And I unleash this shimmering lance straight from my forehead at them. Like, it's almost like because they try to use their paralyzing ray from my eyeball, I'm like responding with the same thing. And they need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. What's the DC?
Intelligence 15.
They fail.
Oh, I get to roll lots of dice. Yeah, if you DM a lot, it might have been a hot minute since you got to roll a bunch of dice live.
I'm not sure I believe that because you have been playing around with dragons for a while now.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to roll all those dice, and so I end up rolling the digital dice a lot of the time, just finding, 20 d12s.
Got it.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of numbers here. Okay. 7, 13 plus. I used like my heavy hitter, honestly, so this is gonna. If this doesn't get us moving on, then I'm gonna be in trouble. 20. Okay, math work. 13 plus 12 is
25.
25. Oh, thank you. I'm struggling today. 25 points of psychic damage, and
All right.
they are incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Ooh. All right. So this spear just comes shooting out of your forehead and goes right through the eye of this giant Orbis figure. And it just screeches and goes, "Ow! We didn't mean through us literally!" And it just falls to the ground, but it's still moving. The eye stalks are still going, but it is incapacitated.
And kind of like a free action sort of whatever. I'm sorry. You were gonna shoot me with your thing, so I shot you with my thing. I'm sorry. And I bonus action look like I have some like flower petals, and as I hand them up into the air, they disappear out of my hand, and that is bardic inspiration for, I guess, Jervis is next. So
Yes, Jervis is next in the order.
yeah, I give.
Hey,
Are you all done, Rorik?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You have how much?
A-
What's the die?
a D8.
So Jervis, you have a D8 of bardic inspiration,
You can add a thing.
and it is your turn, Jervis. Can you move a little bit more forward? It's hard to hear you. Thank you.
I'm gonna say it serves you right, dummy, and I'm gonna try and use an unarmed strike on the big eye.
So you're just gonna punch it?
I'm just gonna kick it in the eye.
You're gonna kick it? All right.
Okay.
Roll the attack.
So you do that there, or on here if you want. Doesn't matter.
Oh, man.
And you can add a D8 to it, so you can roll
Plus-
one D8.
Yeah,
To,
we'll definitely do that. Plus that. We'll add the
Okay.
11, 12, 14 for attack.
14 just hits.
ooh, we know the hit.
You wind up a kick and you get it right in one of the eye stalks, and they go, "Hey, that wasn't very nice." What was the damage?
So, a whole one.
1.
1 point. All right. All right. As you do that, you can see it's just kind of starting to leak blood out of where the lance went through, and the stalks are drooping a little, but it's hanging in there, but it's not having a good time. Hequel, you are next. It's you.
I'm going to say, my friends, it's important to know as a soldier when to leave. Since it's incapacitated and can't leave the spot, I say we run. Who's with me?
Me.
Are you running?
I'm waiting.
What? Why?
For an answer.
Uh,
I mean, Jervis answered, but
yeah, of course. I follow you.
I'm
you
gonna
proceed
run.
to run.
He's not gonna leave that spot.
All right. And it's the start of your next turn, Shandi, right?
Yeah, because it's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
All right.
No!
So remind me, Rurik.
Yeah.
Incapacitated means they can't do anything, or they're just down.
I'm trying to remember all the details of it, but it's like kind of like the biggest. I'll tell you the exact thing because you might have
Hang on.
special things, but it's they can't move or speak. They're not aware of their surroundings. Wait, no, that they are aware of their
Can't take
surroundings.
actions or
They
reactions.
can't
Got
take
it,
actions
okay.
or reactions.
All right. So it just kind of is still hanging there. And Shandi, it's your turn. As you run by, do you do anything?
I am a little bit worried about having hurt its feelings. So, as I run by, I'm going to. This is hard because I'm afraid that that Heckle's going to get in trouble taking up the rear, but I don't think I really have many choices. So I'm just gonna run right by like full tilt. And because I have my little slippers on, I'm gonna run on the wall.
Okay.
My sticky shoes.
Okay.
And I whisper as I run by. I'm like, sorry.
Oh, shoot.
Scurrying down the hallway.
Sorry. Hold for dogs, please.
No worries. Yeah, I love the idea of just like being very apologetic to this creature as I run by.
Okay, so as you go by, you hear it say, "It's kind of my job and it's kind of why you're here, so not sure why you're apologizing." And it's going to cast, or no, as a reaction, it's going to try to bite you, which I guess, how far are you going up the wall?
My goal is to like do that little corkscrewing thing eventually of just walking on the ceiling for a little bit and then back down and around. And
There is
down.
no ceiling.
Okay, then I'm just running up the side.
Running along the side of the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's, as a reaction, it was going to try to grab and bite you, but I'm assuming you went far enough away, so it's going to miss.
Okay.
All right, so now everybody is past it, right?
Not Hickle.
Equal hasn't gone past yet?
Jervis hasn't gone past yet.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna,
Or Jervis. Sorry.
it's Jervis' turn.
Well, I also
so
wanna
you
run
can
too.
so we ran. You can either attack or run with us.
I'm gonna run with you.
You're going to run past it?
Uh-huh.
All right. You run past, and as you do, you hear it say, "All right, that works."
Hmm.
Equal, do you follow?
Well, Hickle was the one who
I
let
was the
us
first
off.
one.
Oh, I thought you went everybody run and then you were going to follow up. So everybody's gone. All right. All right. As you round another corner, where's my map? Hang on. Where'd I put my notebook? Oh, not a minute. Sorry.
Are we out of initiative, or should we still be considered an initiative?
As you round a corner to the right, the wall comes up behind you and we are out of initiative.
I was just afraid we were going to spend the whole rest of this maze running from a beholder.
My
It's not a beholder.
the order in which my log.
Beholder-esque.
All right. So the wall is now up behind you. And again, you can go left or right. To your right, you see a bench ensconced by two torches that looks vaguely familiar.
Mm.
And to your left, just make sure I have this right. You see a slight glow of pale light off and around a corner to the left, but you can't see what's emitting it.
Well, Shandi, you did a number on that last monster. I say you pick which way we go.
I just need to take a break. I just need to sit down for a second. Because that was a scary monster. Okay. And I go over and I sit on the bench.
You sit on the bench.
Hi.
Do me a favor and
Roll
roll
a death
again
saving
for
throw.
initiative. No, roll
Roll.
again for initiative.
Damn it.
As you sit down, four tendrils wrap around you, and you are now grappled by a mimic.
Don't be a mimic.
Sorry.
You
Okay. Well, that's a better roll for initiative than before. So this feels good. And I feel like
rolling. Okay. What did you get, Shandi?
I got a 19 total.
Wow, nice. Equal?
Oh, me, 6.
6. All right. Jervis,
16.
16. That's a nice spread. All right. Shandi, you are currently grappled by a mimic that was hiding as a bench. You will need to roll an escape DC. Is it a strength? It doesn't say. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I want to get out of it, I'd have to
It's a
roll
strength?
that.
Okay.
It would be either. I mean, you could decide it if it, but I'm guessing since it's a mimic, it's gonna be the sticky type.
Yep.
So that'd be like a athletics or strength. But I'm not good
Okay.
at that stuff, so I'm not even gonna try.
Well, you got to try.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. It's your turn.
No, I can do other things. I don't have to escape. I can just deal with this horrible mess that I'm in. That's part of the fun of being a brat. I am so just like annoyed that my first choice got me in trouble that I kind of like pouting stomp and I throw down a little piece of crust as my body's getting stickered into this stupid thing. And I'm using Nather's Mischief
Okay.
right around me. So that means I'm rolling a d4 for the randomness that it is.
Okay.
We'll see what sort of effect happens.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 2, so this is the dumb stuff that I do. I rolled a 2, so
Okay.
I think Hekel and Jervis just see me get stuck to this bench and getting pulled into whatever its mouth, whatever it is, and then bouquets of flowers appear everywhere. And the mimic needs to succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
Because the flowers are spraying water in its face.
Okay. Like a clown?
Yes.
Nice.
What is the DC on this? I don't even know. Remember, this is just such a fun table of ridiculousness. Dexterity saving throw against my... Okay, so it's a 15 dexterity save.
Okay.
I'm crying.
Well, I have advantage. Oh, wait, no, that's attack rolls. Never mind. No, Halen. Yep, I have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects, and
This
my
is
second
very
roll
much
was a natural 20, so...
Yes. So nothing affects you whatsoever. But
you just hear like a
Hekel
slight... And then... As it spits out the rest of the
I'm
liquid.
just getting sucked into it as Hekel and Jervis stand there. And I'm just like, I give my last breath to you, brother. And I send Bardic Inspiration to Hekel.
All right. Well, so far you're grappled and you're in the grip of this thing, but it hasn't done anything to you yet. So next up is Jervis.
I'll cast. Can I cast a spell?
Mhm.
Okay, I will cast the spell Banishment.
Okay.
No,
So is that a save?
I'm being held, so I probably shouldn't do that.
No, banishment's great. You should definitely do that. What a cool spell.
Chaos Goblin.
I'll just make myself invisible. I'll try and make myself invisible.
Okay. From my
Okay,
understanding,
cast
there's
banishment.
nothing preventing you from the spell
Okay.
succeeding.
I'm invisible.
And then you have an option of movement up to 30 feet, and then bonus. I don't think you actually have much.
Well, if he cast a spell as an action, then it has to be a cantrip for the bonus action, right? Or it has to be a bonus action spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
invisibility is not a bonus action, so that his action's used up, and he would have to have a
Right.
bonus action cantrip, which I don't think he has.
Action.
Let's see.
Okay, so make myself invisible and wait where I am for now.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna stay where you are? All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hang on. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Oh no. Stop minimizing screens. Okay. Next up is Hequel.
Okay.
Don't be so disappointed that you didn't get banished, Rick.
It would only affect one person. That's the thing with banishment. It only affects one creature. It was like
Even if it's
Yep.
touching you? Ah.
It's one of those great things which y'all should use too if you ever get into sticky traps in your thing. But banishment, it's you send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. And so it's a great one if you're in those sticky traps where it's a creature that you know.
I lied to him. Wouldn't have been banished with it.
Nope.
Dang it! I'm sorry.
It's all right.
That would have been such a good move.
Now you know.
You stole his fire?
No, it would have been perfect.
Even if I got banished with it, if like Jess or if Larissa had ruled that I got banished with it, it still would have been cool. Like you should always go for cool.
Cool points.
Cool
We
point.
play for cool points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Now you have to go rescue your brother from or sibling from the. I don't know, what is the native plane of mimics?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
The plane of sticky gooey stuff.
All right. So for my action,
Mm-hmm.
well, I guess for my movement, I'm gonna move to the mimic.
Okay.
And I'm with my
You step up to the mimic that is currently
Being
got
squirted with water.
It's got tendrils wrapped around Shandi. There are flower petals all over, and the floor is slightly wet, but it's not considered rough terrain.
so I have 2-weapon fighting. So with my short sword in one hand, I am going to make an attack.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
That's going to be an 18.
Rurik, stop helping.
Hmm?
An 18 hits.
Great. That's going to be 11
Oh, I
points.
sent that a while ago.
I know. You're still trying to. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Trying to help her.
I
She
know.
just
I
forgets
know.
that she doesn't have one. It's like, come on.
No, it's fine.
How
I will.
we should have
can-
bet. We
can-
should have
No,
legit bet.
no. Jess, just as a reminder, you have 2 attacks per turn,
Yep.
and you can action surge.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So you've done 1 attack.
Yep. And so that was 11 points.
Yep.
So then for my bonus action with my two-handed attacking,
No,
with-
you have 2 attacks
two
per
attacks.
action. You don't have to bonus action it. You have 5 attacks total if you use your action surge and your bonus action to attack. Look at the bottom of your thing on your.
yeah, I see the.
You get 2 attacks. You're over level 5. You get 2
Oh.
attacks per turn.
Yeah, that's what makes fighters still reasonable in later levels. Otherwise, it would just it would be kind of terrible, wouldn't it, Larissa? Like rangers and fighters and those melee characters, they need those extra attacks. Otherwise, it just gets.
I wouldn't
Sad.
know. I was literally a range part of the ranger
So
class.
does that mean I get 2 attack actions, and then I
Yep.
can also use my bonus attack as
As an attack and action surge.
an action surge?
Which would double your attack action. So like you could hit something 5 times if you chose to.
Amazing. Okay, so that was the first one. 11 points.
Okay.
With my hand axe for my second, I'm gonna whack it the other side. So I'll hit one side of the tendrils and then the other side of the tendrils.
All right. You cleave one of the tendrils off on the left side. Roll
Nice.
the attack on with your hand axe.
24.
All right. 24 definitely hits.
8 points.
Okay. You hack off one of the smaller tendrils on the right side that's wrapped around Shandi's ankles.
And then for my bonus action with that same hand axe, I'm going to do it again.
All right. Go ahead. Roll.
Oh, I was almost a natural 20, but it's 14.
14 just hits.
Woo! Another 11.
11. All right. You cut off the main tendril that's also holding Shandi on the right side, but still being held on around by a big one around the waist. Things are getting a little slippery. There's a little bit of goop going on, but the mimic's still holding on strong.
And that's all I do.
That's all you do? All right.
I say, I'm coming for you, brother.
All right. All right. Next up is the mimic's turn.
Mimic swallows.
The mimic first is going to bite Shandi because obviously it's essentially holding it in its
Dinner
mouth. Yes, exactly. So
And
tell me if
I have to. It has advantage
Mhm.
on this.
Yep. I don't think I need it, but okay. Does a 24 hit?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm tasting.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Or no, yes, 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And with one of its outer tendrils that hasn't been holding on to your brother or sibling, it's going to take a swing at you, Equal. Does a... Quit rolling. Another 24. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Please.
And it's going to come back with the other side for one more. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
You take 11 more points of damage.
Okay.
All right. And that brings us back to the top of the order with Shandi. So now you're still being held around the middle by one big, thick tendril, but your arms and your legs are essentially free.
Okay. That feels better, but I also just know that I'm a wuss and don't have the strength to do any of this. And my brother's here. My brother takes care of me. My brother is the best. So I just trust my brother to always do what's right. And I have just perfect faith in my brother. Can fix everything. Being that I'm kind of engulfed in mimic goo and stuff and just really sticky yuckiness, I just kind of whisper, and now my hand is free. I hand up like a little tiny piece of birch bark, and it disappears into the air. And I am using vicious mockery, but it's not through me. It's the little spirit people. They go over and whisper the things, and it goes, "You're just a big ball of goop."
You can, and then is that a save or is it an attack roll? Spell
Yeah,
attack?
that is a save, a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. All right. Okay. Quit rolling. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Yep, nothing. I don't think I get to do half. Yeah,
No half? Nothing?
nothing happens to it. It
Aww.
just shrugged off my spiritual guidance's thing, and
If it could talk, it would say, "Come up with a better insult."
and since Equal already has my bardic inspiration, I'm not gonna redo that, but I will.
Is it Hequel or Jervis? Oh no, you gave one to Jervis a while back. He used
that
it.
That
Okay.
was used.
You gave another one.
Equal didn't use it in the last thing.
Okay.
I am going to start telling a story as my bonus action, which is my lets me roll on the spirit table. So I'm gonna roll on the spirit table and find out what sort of weird thing I might be able to bestow on somebody. 7. Cool. And I start telling the story of the beguiler. Don't even know what that is, but we'll find out.
Okay.
We'll find out on my next turn if I survive
right.
and I'm not swallowed.
I mean, so far you've only taken a little bit of damage, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
very little.
All right. Next up is Jervis.
Okay. I guess I'll throw my boomerang at the one thing that's around my.
The big one in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. What's the attack or roll the attack roll?
Oh, actually, we can go to. Yep, and then we can click on this right here.
19.
Ooh!
22.
22. 22 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Boomerang hit.
And then
Yeah, that's a boomerang of a hit.
1.
That's all right. Okay. All right. As you spin and it's flying, and it just nixes that as it goes by, and you see the tendril shudder, but it doesn't let go. And your boomerang comes around and comes right back to you. Any other action you want to take?
You. No, I don't think there's.
No.
Okay, you staying put?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Next up is Hequel. You are up against the mimic. You've been slashing away at it. It's looking.
Don't forget you have a D8 of Bardic Inspiration.
Ugh, I think I got knocked off. Sorry.
I'm just picturing this bench, like the pseudopodiness of the bench, like as the arms on each side came up and like wrapped around, and then the leg came up and wrapped around, and another one kicked over from the other side. And this is like the bench has just become a scary, monstrous mess.
What? Where'd my characters go? What's happening?
Don't be a mimic. It was a mimic. I had to throw one in there.
I like mimics; they're fun. I haven't thrown one in because I just am trying to imagine how they got created, and then I had this dumb idea that Nee.
Oh
trying
God!
to copy,
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
he's trying to copy what Jason's character is doing, and just is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this, and then fully makes another monster for the world.
I'm
Like,
gonna. Ugh. Sure. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Wait. No. Come back. Hello. We miss you.
if you haven't already, please subscribe. Also,
Yes.
grab our merch. We have merch at t.pub/lick, like the mimic,
Why?
/podcast.
Why do you have to say it that way?
You have me in the mouth of a mimic. I am definitely going to say the lick part of the public.
Fine. Hequel.
I fixed it.
Okay.
I am going to. Hoping that this will be a. How is it looking? Is it looking pained?
It's pained. I mean, you cut off, 3 of its big tendrils. The big thick one around Shandi's middle is still, it's a little dinged up from the boomerang, but it's still looking on
got its
the
big
healthier side of life. Yeah.
Okay. What is the ruling on putting away and taking out
Weapons?
weapons? That word.
I guess it depends. Like usually it'll define whether or not like if it's important, it will indicate that it's a bonus action. Honestly, to me, I don't have a preference because I feel like it's something that you could do as you're moving or,
Right.
So,
In that case, I'm gonna take 2 hits with my long sword.
all right.
So the first one is 19.
That hits.
And
Roll
then
for damage. Or do you want to roll the second one? You can roll the second one if you want.
there, okay, well the second one was 16.
Also hits.
Okay. And then the first damage is and 19.
Okay.
And then
Nicely done.
the second one is 7, 11, so 11, 12, 13, 18.
All right. Your first hit, you stab it right through the guts, and you hear like a squeal as you really get some good meat in there. And you pull out your long sword and you ring it around, and you manage to not hit Shandi, and you slice off that biggest tendril, and Shandi is now free.
Covered in sticky.
Covered in mimic goo, but free. And now it's looking a little rough. It's got, goo bleeding from all these tendrils that have been cut off. It has a couple little wispy ones along the outside, but it's pretty much just hanging in there. All right. Sorry. Confused. Okay. So, speaking of the mimic, it's going to take, since Shandi is still in its range, because they haven't had a chance to move yet, they are going to attempt to bite Shandi. Depending on where I put my D8.
Am I really tasty?
Does a 10 hit?
No, a 10 misses.
All right. It goes to chomp on you, but it's just...
The leather, my leather armor is just so strong and powerful.
And definitely slippery from all of its own blood. For sure. All right. And then, since it misses, now it's going to take a couple of swings at you, Shandi. Or, you, Hequo.
Mm-hmm.
That's cocked.
I'm so delicious. I'm so delicious. I'm so delicious.
Does a 16 hit?
Dang it, yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, hang on. The dice thing is falling off. There we go. Okay, you take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And unfortunately, because you are still there, it's going to swing at you with its last attack.
Good, bring it.
Does a 12 hit?
No!
All right. So it goes to swing at you at that last time, but you saw it coming, you felt the other one, and you saw it coming, you managed to dodge it. All right. All right, next up in the order is Shandi.
Oh.
Your chance for revenge.
I don't like this thing. And I just whisper again, because this is my thing. And this time I have a better insult. And I say, your tendrils are tiny. So
You cast vicious mockery.
it's just mockery. So it's a
Okay.
wisdom saving throw again. DC is 15.
Oh, I don't think I make that one. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Yep, rolled an 11. So what's the damage?
Okay, they're taking 4 points of damage, and they have disadvantage on. Wait, what? My brain. Come on, click in. 4 points of psychic damage, and they have a disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So next time it tries to tendril us, it's got disadvantage.
All right. You gonna do anything else on your turn?
I kind of gotta stay here because otherwise it's gonna smack me. So, yeah, I think that's all I can really do.
Okay.
Don't have a lot of chop.
Jervis, you have a chance to finish it off.
Do you want to do a physical attack or a spell?
I'll give you a potion.
We can do that after.
I can do that after. Okay.
So sweet.
What's left of this then?
So if you could do your daggers, your staff. Oh, that's a good one.
Whole different chest.
What?
Eldritch.
All right, I'll do that.
The Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
All right. I'm trying to remember. Is that just it's not a save or anything. It's just a spell.
It's an
Is it a spell?
attack. He rolls an attack. He
Right.
rolls. What level are we? 7.
Yep.
Hit that.
I think he rolls 2 attacks, but I can't remember. Do you see on his thing how
Let me see.
Oh. let me
5th
look.
level it's 2 beams, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 per turn.
Yeah. So he's rolling 2 attacks.
Oh. Amazing.
So what's the first one?
Whoa.
Nat
Okay.
one.
You nat 1. All right.
I
As
sizzle a little.
tell me how you cast this though.
Do you want to do it like through your hand?
Through my hand.
Through your hand? All right. You hold out your hand, Iron Man style, and this beam just blasts out of it. But for some reason, your aim is just a little off, and you end up hitting the torch directly to the right of where the bench was instead. You're not sure why. Maybe you just don't use it that often. You're a little rusty, but you know what? You just, maybe your arm is tired. Hard to say, but you just miss.
All right.
But you have a second one. You got 2 beams.
But you can roll your second attack.
Your low beams and your high beams.
Stupid.
Attack 19 attack.
19. That hits. Roll. What's the damage?
1d10, I think it's a d10. So you're rolling the flying
7.
saucer.
7.
7.
Yeah.
All right. This thing is looking really rough. It's bleeding from every possible tendril. It's kind of making like a slight wheezing noise. It's really on its last tendril, really. All right. Next up, Hequel.
I'm going to do 2 long swords. Pa pa pa.
All right. Roll for the attack.
So the first attack is 8.
An 8 does not hit. Your foot
Right.
slips a little. You just kind of whiff it as you go to slice.
The second one is 18.
18 definitely hits. How do you want to do this?
Kapow! So yeah, I missed the first one. Maybe my footing was wrong, but then that second one, I fix it and just come straight down.
Yep. And you just split it in half?
Yeah.
All right. As this splits in half, you can kind of see some, innards just kind of slide around, but all the tendrils fall limp, and we are now out of initiative.
Woo!
As things kind of settle from this sudden and very unexpected round of combat, Shandi, you are covered in goo. Jervis, you're still invisible.
Well,
I don't think
let's- not after
is
he
Eldritch-
attacked.
is
He
Eldritch
rolled-
Blast a concentration spell?
No, but you lose invisibility when you do an attack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm
Jervis
just
is
gonna,
hanging back. Go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna say to the group, okay, I went the wrong way. Let's go your way.
think you necessarily went the wrong way. Every decision is the correct one until it's not. I might be a little delusional. I don't feel very well.
Do you need me to do something?
Jervis, you had things. Can I have one?
Yeah, you can have a potion.
Nice. I'm gonna take one of his greater restorations.
Should
All right.
we, like, stay here for a little bit and kind of recuperate? Do you need to, like, breathe?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, I mean, if you want, I can sing a little peaceful song. But okay, never mind. And I start. Now I'm nervous that my brother's going to die. Because, like,
Inventory.
he's never supposed to get hurt badly enough to actually want
It's
things.
4d4 plus 4 is the roll.
4d4 plus
Plus
4.
4. Yeah.
And so I lead off this time. I don't want him to be in trouble.
Alright, so 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. I'm gonna follow along down that other path with my sibling.
So you can turn around and go back because the wall did not necessarily go up because you came to the bench rather than turning, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go back or you can go forwards based on if you were looking at the bench, it would be left or right. But
At the bench, left or right.
mhm.
Okay, well, now that they keep going left, so I'm just going to go left, even though that would have been right before, because I just go the way that they would go.
So you're leading.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go left, basically back, and you get to a slight curve to the right and another curve to the left. And as you turn around the corner of this last wall, you see an open space with a square-ish pool of water on the floor, and beyond it, a platform and a door at the far end.
Is that it?
Uh,
Did we make it?
I'm going to step into the room, looking around cautiously, like looking for any like dangerous things.
So it's not really, I guess, a room per se. It's more of like an open area in the maze.
Okay.
So you still have the hedge wall on the left side, and then you can see a path going off to the right. And then there's the pool ahead with a path on either side leading to the platform. Does that make sense? Okay. Just want to make sure I'm describing things in a way that makes sense.
Surely
Uh,
a door means we've completed the maze.
so go up to the door. On the
I go-
platform?
You're just going to walk past?
I'm gonna walk past the pool to the left side. Open the
Okay.
door.
Open the door.
Attempt to.
Well, hang on. Okay. As you walk past the pool, you can see some dark blots down at the bottom. You can't see what they are, but they're there. You can see that there's darkening in the water at the bottom of the pool. But as you walk past, nothing happens. They stay there. You get to this door. It's locked. Sorry to say. There's 2 unlit torches next to it on either side. And a body off to one side.
if I walk over to that walkway to the right and peer down it, can I see anything?
You're gonna walk back past the pool?
I am.
Okay. You can see that pale light that you kind of saw before, but not seeing what was making it. That's different than the orbs that are on the walls. You can see it kind of down in the distance, but that's it. That's all you can see.
Team, there's definitely something in that water. The door's locked. I'm not sure what to do next.
Seeing as she kind of shouted, or he shouted that out, I'm gonna grab my little bit of copper and I'm gonna use message to just the cantrip. Be like, so should I come over to you? Should we come over to you? Should we be sneaky?
I'm gonna just yell back over, because magic goes over my head. I'm not sure. This pool is suspicious.
Given suspicious pool, I am going to try my best to stay as far from the edge of it as possible, being super duper sneaky, and just like
Roll me a stealth. Come on. Roll me a stealth check.
I just need to be good at this. Okay, that's okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. 12 plus 9 is a number. 21.
Jeez.
You sneak over to Hiko. They stay in their slumber underneath.
I turn my little copper and point it back the way I came from at Jarvis, and I'm like, be very, very quiet.
I'm hunting rabbits.
We might be the wabbits.
Okay.
So are you continuing back down the path? Or are you staying at the door?
Well, the door's locked.
So I'm by the path.
Yeah. So essentially you came to this open area. The path came in one corner and went straight. And you're looking down that path. And over here is the platform with the door. And the pool is in the middle.
And Shandi went towards
Well, you came down back and were looking down the path. And Shandi came to you.
came to me. Okay.
So you and Shandi are in the corner at the path.
So where are
Jervis, did you follow past the pool or did you just stay?
Alright.
do you want to come join us or go to the pool? Or the door, the pool?
Well, I don't know.
Basically, you can summon that, give it a command, and it'll try to do that command.
Okay, I know. So can I use Unseen Servant to try and unlock the door?
You can try. How are you instructing the servant to try to unlock the door?
Like, maybe I can manifest the servant on the other side of it and unlock it.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you do that? Or
I guess
to like find the key. Maybe you could do that. Or
so. I guess you didn't really technically ask how the door was locked.
that is true.
So it doesn't have a handle, and there's no keyhole.
So, then
So if you want to pull that back, I will let you. if you want to try something. So we're not in initiative order, so you can have cast it if it doesn't cost you anything to cast it. But
Okay.
I'm not sure that there's a way for your unseen servant to actually unlock the door for you.
Well, maybe I'll cast the unseen servant to get what's ever in that water.
Get how? Retrieve it?
Right? Like swim into the water and there's like a glowy thing in there, right?
Well, they're not glowing. It's just like a dark... You can see that the water is darker, as in like there's something down there. But because it's so deep, you can't...
Oh, it's too deep.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying because it's deep enough, it's like the water surface, blurs it a little. You can't get a clear idea of what it looks like. You can maybe stick your head under the water surface and like look, or...
Oh, I see.
But
yeah,
just because it's
do that.
it's dimly lit.
I'll have my. I want to try and cast Unseen Servant. To
Okay.
It.
Okay. What's the range on your Unseen Servant?
So go back. Yeah, you can clear that. Back to that. And then it'll say 60 feet.
60 feet? All right. So your unseen servant descends into the water. You see like it kind of ripple and as it displaces the water a little bit. And it gets down there and all of a sudden
There we go.
there's something very hard. Like it's very solid. It hasn't touched it, but it can tell that it's different from the rest of the surface of what's underneath here. And there's another one. There's two of them.
Two things in the water.
Do you want it to touch them? Do you want it to try to grab them?
Do you touch the butt?
Basically.
Yeah. I want it to try and grab one of them. I guess the one on the right.
All right. As your unseen servant goes to grab one of the two masses down underneath, it starts to move. And as that one starts to move, the other one starts to move. And you can see these dark masses start crawling up the sides of the wall of the pool towards you. I'm going to give you 1 round of free action to do something. And then I'm going to make y'all roll initiative.
I run as far away from this water as possible.
In what direction?
I'm gonna hide. It's panic run, so here, I'll roll a d6 and that'll decide. I run the corridor out to the next place.
As you start to run, you hear in your head, I wouldn't break off from the others, but it is your choice. Do you continue?
I just run as far as I think is like I just need distance from this water, so
All right.
I'm like I don't run through the passageway,
Okay.
but I'm trying to get as far away in this square of space as I can
Okay.
from the water. I mean, unless you describe
wanna
the
say, like-
platform as being further, which I would have run that way instead.
No, going down the corridor is going away from the water and away from the platform.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get like
And
I don't want to leave people behind. I just want to get far enough away that I have the most distance from.
So do like 1 movement speed. So
Yeah.
I would say that would put you like double distance away from the farthest edge of the pool.
Yeah,
So
that sounds like me. I'm like,
okay.
I know that I don't do well close up. I'm squishy.
All
I'm
right.
trying to get that distance, and there's crap coming out of under the water.
All right. Hequel, are you doing anything?
I am running up to the pool with my long sword ready for as soon as I see one of them, I'm attacking.
All right. So you're holding your action?
Yeah.
All right. Jervis, doing
Okay.
anything to prep? What do you say?
He's gonna go invisible.
All right. You cast invisibility.
All right.
Are you going to stay where you are?
Yeah.
All right.
Where are all your other spells?
So as you see Shandi running away in
Away.
terror, and you see Hequel readying his sword, and Jervis just sudden boop, goes invisible. I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative, as you have ultimately disturbed the serpent maws.
This is so strange.
What?
All your other spells are gone.
Oh no.
What other spells? He's a warlock. He's got 2 spell slots.
So
I remember what they were.
he has 8 spells, but I can't. The level 2 and 3 ones aren't coming up.
He's a warlock. They won't show up that. They always get upcast to the most maximum level because he's a warlock.
Oh.
So all the ones that you see that are like highlighted in blue, they are lower level spells, but they always get cast at the max level that they can be cast at.
Got it.
Warlocks are weird.
Perfect.
They're intimidating for me to play because they're very singular. I feel like
Yeah.
weird.
Well,
Weird isn't the right word. They're singular. They're a
But they
singular
get their
class.
spell slots back every short rest, and there's lots of other things that they get that are fun. And Eldritch Blast is kind of like why you warlock.
Yeah.
When you decide to become invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
we are doing.
Initiative. Shandi, what'd you get?
I've got 8.
All right.
Rolled a 4.
Oh no.
Dang. We both got the same thing. You got 13?
Yeah.
We both got 13.
Okay. Oh god, that's so freaking trippy.
I think Hequel has higher
And I have higher dex.
dex. Yeah.
Yep. So, with that, Hequel, you are up first.
Oh, snap. Okay. So, yeah.
So
I-
as this cresting the water, you see these giant crab-like creatures with a weird tendril-like mouth, almost like a worm with teeth attached to their head, come cresting out of the water, just a couple legs at a time. Sorry, Rue.
as soon as you go to attack.
All right. So I'm going to
Comes the deep sea.
So I'm gonna count still as your prep from before. So go ahead and roll that attack.
Okay. So the first one is 14.
Okay. And which one are you going after?
Whichever one would have come first was the one I would have.
Okay. We'll just go in initiative order. Oh, come on. No. Show the stats. A 13,
14.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
You have a second attack, and I'm going to give you a second attack for your for your turn.
Only a 15.
Only 15. Okay, still doesn't hit. So now it's your actual turn.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
And I'm going to add that thing that I never used.
Your bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it this one's 8?
Yes, Burke, your bardic inspiration is 8.
Yes, D8.
Oh, dang it. Okay. 11.
Keeps just glancing off. It's a hard. Can't
No.
remember what. 9 for your second one.
Nothing.
Yep. You're hacking away, but I can't remember what crab's shells are made of, but it's extremely hard and you just keep glancing off and it's wet and you're just not able to find purchase. Are you going to move? Do you have any bonus actions? Anything you want to do?
I'm gonna use my movement to run to the door, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna just say, "Please open up."
Okay. As you run away, the crab that you were hacking at gets an opportunity attack from you. So it is going to try to claw you. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Sorry.
Wait, I'm going to use my reaction
Okay.
to use silvery barbs, so it has to re-roll.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Does a 15 hit?
No.
yes, thank goodness.
All right. So as you run by, this claw just comes sweeping by, but you manage to duck underneath it and you just beeline for the door. All right.
And I send the other half of the barb to Jervis. So Jervis, on your next attack, roll ability check or saving throw within the next minute, you will have advantage.
Nice.
Good news is that 6th round of combat, so you got time.
Yeah.
You okay, Rick?
Just afraid of
Nervous?
losing my brother.
Okay. Jervis, you're up next.
All right, I guess I have to use Eldritch Blast.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear that out.
Clear.
Hit that up.
Please, please. And 14.
14 doesn't hit, unfortunately. You can try your second one.
10.
You're trying, but they just keep bouncing off, almost like a mirror.
Yay.
You gonna move bonus action?
Yeah.
You're no longer invisible. Also,
Where do you?
so where would you like to move? So you're basically at the corner of the pool, looking at the platform, and to your right is Shandi, down the hallway a little bit, and across the pool to the right, like halfway down, is Hequel.
Okay, I guess I'll move towards non-date.
Shandi. All right. So it'll just take you about 2 turns to get to Shandi, just for reference, okay?
All right.
All right, next up is the first one of these serpent maws, and it is going to attempt to follow Hequel to the door. But it's not going to quite make it, so it's on its way to you, all right? Going to the next one, because it's only... The next one is going to crawl up, and it is going to head in the direction of Shandi. Well, technically Jervis, but it's trying to attempt to cut Jervis off.
Well,
Shandi, it's you.
How close is it to me at this point? Like, is it...
It's still around the corner. Like, it can't see you yet, but it's because it's heading towards where Jervis is running. It's going to eventually see you. I'd say it's, in terms of feet, it's like 10 and then 30. So 40 total.
So I whisper to the little imaginary things in my head and give up, I don't know, something. Who knows? Probably like a feather or something like that. Hand off a feather to these imaginary creatures. And I'm going to cast Pyrotechnics. And my goal is to use the smoke version of that and have the so that non-magical flame will sit there and it's smoking like crazy, and I'm trying to make it hard for the creature to see Jervis.
Okay. So you're trying to
just-
create a smoke screen?
Yeah, I'm just trying to it has a 20-foot radius from that, so it's a pretty big, huge smoke screen.
Okay. And you're casting it basically like at the intersection of where all these paths meet?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like make it not possible for it to see Jervis. So I'm trying to really place it between, probably closer to the water than to the pathways. Just like making a crap load of smoke all over the place.
Okay. All right.
It can persist for a minute or until a strong wind disperses it. I'm not using the fireworks part of it.
Okay. So is it basically considered dim lighting, or what kind of
The area is considered heavily obscured, is what they
heavily
described
obscured.
it as.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think it's like the fog, but just like a smoky version of it,
Okay. All right.
mechanically speaking. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Next up, top of the order, we have Hequo. Welcome back. So just to recap, so Jervis knows, Shandi cast a spell that essentially is supposed to make fireworks, but they did like the smoke side of it. So they're trying to create a smoke screen between you and the, what's it called? The serpent maw, kind of like on the corner of the pool, so that it can't see you as you run by. But Hequil, it is you. Top of the order, your turn.
Top of the order.
Mm-hmm.
I want to... And nothing happened with the door when I asked nicely.
Nothing happened with the door when you asked nicely. No. Well, you kind of asked desperately. You didn't necessarily ask nicely, but yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, well then I'm gonna run back up and try to hit again.
So you're basically running back to intercept the one that's coming at you?
Yes.
Okay, just so you know, it's only really got to be about 10 feet. So if you want to move more, you have movement left. So How are you attacking?
With my longsword. Chapa.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and roll for attack.
Oh my god, so much better. 21 for the first.
Definitely hits.
15 for the second.
Just misses. Roll attack for the first one? Or roll damage, sorry.
So that's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage.
Nicely done.
And
All right, that's a huge hit. You managed to cut off one of the big claws.
And then I'm going to stay exactly where I am and just wait for my next attack.
Okay. All right. Next up is Jervis.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You should do your stats.
Fine. I'm gonna use my.
Oh wait, you were running. You can do that too. Never mind.
I'm gonna use my staff to try and hit one of the
You're
claws.
gonna whack it? All right. Go ahead and roll an attack.
16, 19 total.
19 definitely hits. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Yeah, take that.
And then you're gonna hit
This
that.
one, right?
And so 5 and 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8 for that first one.
8.
Okay. And do you get a second attack?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna do another staff attack?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Roll for roll for attack.
The other side. 13, 16.
16 just hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
So that's gonna be
1
plus.
so 6.
6 total.
Yeah.
All right. You did some decent damage at it. It's got a couple of dents. It ain't happy about it.
Good.
Are you gonna? So you ran up to it. So now you probably got about 10 feet of movement left because it's intercepted you, and because you ran into it, it now knows where you are. But if you were to attempt to run through the smoke that Shandi created, it might hide you from trying to get away from it.
Okay.
So do you want to stay or do you want to run? Keep running towards Shandi.
I'll keep running.
All right. Yeah. I rolled to see whether or not it would be able to see you as you for a reaction for an opportunity attack, and it rolled a 2. So you make it past. It doesn't see you because of Shandi's smoke, and you are able to make it another 10 feet towards Shandi. You got about 20 feet left till you get to Shandi.
Nice.
All right. It is the serpent maw that is engaged with you, Hequel's turn.
Okay.
It is. Come on, show me the stats. It's going to try to hit you with its one claw that it has left. That's a natural 20.
Not throwing away by one shot.
Thank you for finally seeing that. So let me roll. Where's my D8? Where did I put it? Oh no. Oh, there it is. It's hiding it. Okay, well that's good. You take 5 points of slashing damage.
Wait,
No.
what did it hit me with?
A natural
Slasher
20.
dasher.
How much?
A natural 20.
Dang it.
But it only rolled a 1 for damage, so technically it would be it was only 5 points of damage total.
Okay.
And now it's going to, so it like pinches you on its way as it swings through. It's going to come back and try to hit you again with the claw.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17.
Dang it.
That hits?
Yeah.
All right. You take 8 points of slashing damage.
Boo.
And that's going to be its turn. So now the other one, because it can't see you, it's going to turn around and start heading back towards its brethren that is engaged with Hequel. And it's going to get about 10 feet away. And that's the end of its turn. So you have another one on the way towards you, Hequel.
Oh, crap.
And now it is Shandi's turn.
Okay, so how far apart are these things so far?
Well, since it couldn't see through the smoke, it turned around and started heading back towards the platform.
So they're converging.
Yep. So they're about 10 feet apart from each other.
Okay.
And they are total about 60 feet away from you, but split around a corner. So 30 feet to, and then 30 feet around the corner to the right.
So it would take me 30 feet of movement to be able to get a clean line of sight on them?
30 feet of movement to get you basically to like the edge of the smoke that you created at the corner. Yeah.
But I could see them from there then.
If you can see through your own smoke, yeah.
Well, I'm going to sticky my feet my way up the wall is what I was thinking I was going to do. But
Before or... Remind me, what's the height of the... Or is it a sphere or is it a cube?
what?
Your
The
smoke.
It's... Actually, I don't remember. Pyrotechnics is new to me. It's a radius, so it's going up high too, probably. I'm guessing.
Does it say cylinder? Sphere? Nothing?
No, it's just a cube.
Cube?
But yeah. it
What's
doesn't
the... Well, what's the radius on it?
20 or 10. What does it say? 20-foot radius for the smoke, which is different than the fireworks part.
Well, even if it were centered, that means, I mean, the walls are 20 feet high, so even if it were centered, like with the floor.
I think I'm just going to have to drop the pyrotechnics. Yeah, I have to drop it because now it's getting in the way.
Okay. So you
I
drop the spell.
Yep.
The smoke dissipates into the air.
Yeah.
Are you still going to run your 30 feet?
I'm still running my 30 feet to get to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going
so now you have passed Jervis, who was running towards you.
Playing a
you
game.
have now passed, yes.
We're playing a game. And centered between the two creatures, cheated my way so that I'm not hitting my brother. I'm going to do mischief again.
Okay.
So we'll see what mischief does. Because we never know until I roll. Okay. I really want you to voice this, Larissa. I'm hoping you're willing to do it because this is going to be amazing, maybe. Both your creatures have to make a wisdom saving throw or they start giggling.
Okay.
I'm just realizing anything that goes into this cube will start giggling too.
Okay.
But anything that goes into the cube will start giggling until the start of my next turn. The giggling creatures are incapacitated, but they use all their movement to move in a random direction.
Okay, wait, say that last bit again.
So a giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all of its movement to move in a random direction.
Okay, all right.
So I just,
they both have to make wisdom saving throws. And what's the radius so that I know when people are going to end up in it?
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. All right.
Yeah, I fill that cube with the whole premise of this thing is that I fill this space with fae and draconic magic.
Got it.
That is all chaotic and messy.
Got it.
And I can move it 10 feet. And then so it lasts a minute, but I should have read this more carefully. But each time it's my turn, I roll the effect again because it changes.
Okay, so what's the save on it?
15.
15? Okay. The first one fails. The one closest to equal fails.
Okay.
The other one makes the save. So it's unaffected?
So only =1 is giggling.
Okay.
And moving randomly.
So Hequel, as you're sitting here squaring up with this crab-like creature with this weird kind of worm with teeth on its head, all of a sudden you just start hearing like this weird chittering as its little mandibles underneath just start going, and you have no idea. Maybe it's talking to its brethren, maybe it's calling for backup, but that's what you hear. You just go back and forth. And all of a sudden, it starts running towards the far wall along the side of the pool. So, if you'd like, you can have an opportunity attack against it.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Come on, baby.
I need you all to pick up this spell for our campaign.
24.
That absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
So 13 plus 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20 points of damage.
Nice. Look at you. All right, it's starting to look a little rough. You officially put taken some nice big chunks out of it. It's limping a little bit on one side as it runs to go just straight towards the wall. Absolutely no reason. There's nowhere to go. It just goes running towards the wall. And it's your turn again. It's top of the order.
Great.
You want to chase after it?
No. I'm going to go to the other one.
Okay.
And make 2 strikes against it.
Okay. As you step up to it, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
because you have now stepped into Shandi's cube.
Oh shit, that's right.
Mischief with a capital M, Rick.
18.
You make it, right? Unaffected.
Yeah.
All right. So you square up. You're doing your 2 longsword attacks.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll those attacks.
So the first one is 23.
Absolutely hits. You want to roll the second?
Oh shit. Not one.
That one. All right. Roll the damage for the first one.
Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. All right. It's looking really rough. As you take another nice chunk off the top of it, you go to make a finishing, and it just glances off. You just hit one little angle weird, and your sword just goes skittering across the top of it. You gonna move? You gonna bonus action anything?
Can't bonus action in. Oh, I'm gonna action surge.
Yes. She did not forget that she had it.
So I'm gonna do that. 2 more attacks.
Mhm.
Or 1 more attack.
2. It's an action surge.
I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
16?
16 just hits.
Yes. And then 18.
18 also hits. Roll both damage, right?
Yes. Okay, so 6. So 16 for the first one.
All right.
Whackity whackity, you got the attackity. I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's really rough. Like this one, you just kind of came out of nowhere and just rocked its world.
21 for the second.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to scream and go, open the door!
All right. As you just cleave away at this crab, it just kind of like, and you have taken one of them off the board. The other one is still now just staring at the wall over on the far side. Just. Are you gonna stay there?
How far away is it?
You could get to it in one movement, but you wouldn't have your action.
I'm gonna get within like 10 feet of it.
Okay. You move. Wait, go back. Wait, hold on. And it is Jervis's turn. Jervis, you are now past the intersection, and Shandi has run past you going back towards the battle. So you can't you can see Shandi kind of at the corner of this open area, and now you can see the smoke that you ran through is cleared.
We have a smoked crab.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You should just record that and we'll put that in as a sound effect to be run whenever.
Sure.
What does it do?
So you'll point at the creature and it basically just causes damage. But they have to make a wisdom saving throw, but they probably aren't very smart.
I'll just throw that boomerang.
This one might be stronger.
Okay, I'll use Toll the Dead on the crab.
Okay, so can you do that without having line of sight, or do you need to move a little bit so that you can see the far one? Because right now you can't see
Move
it.
to see.
Okay, so you move about half of your movement, and now you can see the crab. It's about 40 feet away. What's the... I'm assuming that it probably reaches that far for Told the Dead,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep. So is it a spell attack? Remind me.
Wisdom of 12.
Wisdom save? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we just hope.
Its wisdom modifier is 0. So.
Alright.
Rolled a 15.
Damn it. So that means it gets half of it,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Wait.
For Toll of the Dead, it's
No.
all or nothing.
Yeah, it's a nothing. Yeah.
Ah,
Dang it.
sorry. I wanted it to be for you.
If he had
All right.
it, he would have gotten to roll
Alright.
You can.
2 d12s because it's already been damaged.
I'm trying to remember. So I was looking at. Don't you have Hex as a bonus action?
He didn't
I
pick it as a
think-
spell.
I thought he
Oh.
did. I thought I saw it in his.
It was a spell slot, though.
bonus action.
It's not under bonus actions.
Let me see.
Oh, it is under his bonus actions.
It is, so you can do that. Till a spell ends, you deal extra whenever you hit this with an
So it
attack.
gives
Yeah,
you a
might as
boost,
well
so-
hex it with your bonus action.
Okay, I'll hex it with my bonus action.
All right. This way, the next time coming around, if it comes back to you, you can really extra squish it.
Mhm.
All right.
You also
Uh,
give it a deleterious effect with Hex. What thing are you choosing
Wait,
to
what?
squish?
Wait, what?
It he gets
Oh,
to
right.
an
One ability when you cast a spell, target has
So
disadvantage
strength.
on ability checks.
dexterity,
Maybe you could
wisdom,
choose one of its
intelligence, or
abilities that's
charisma.
Not as strong as like strength, wisdom.
Okay. I don't know what you mean.
So maybe strength.
Okay.
It might be strong.
Okay.
So strength.
Okay. So disability on strength saves.
Yeah.
Good choice. One of its top 2 stats. Good choice. All right. So, Rick, for your mischief thing, does it have a chance to like end the effect?
It does. Let me pull that back up. Sorry, I had it. Each creature in the cube must see them getting. It's giggling until the start of my next turn.
Oh God.
And then I move my thing and try to catch it again. But
Okay, got it. But it can it move now?
no, not. It's
Nope, still staring
incapacitated.
at the wall. Right. Okay. All right. So
All
this
of
crap-
its movement, if it has more movement, is in a random direction.
Okay. So now that this crab has been facing this wall for a while, it's going to turn to the left and it's going to go back kind of towards the path that you came from. Just. And
So kind
its
of
one claw is also clacking
Jittery.
along to make extra noise.
did it run back towards the cube of Fey and Draconic magic that I made, or the
I
mischief?
don't
cloud?
think it reaches across the pool. So it's on the other side of the pool from y'all.
Okay.
And I don't think the cube, it's 20 feet, right?
It's a
Do
20
I
foot
get
cube.
an opportunity attack?
No, this is the other one. You stayed and attacked. This is the one that ran away from you that you did get an
Yeah.
opportunity attack
And I
from.
ran to it and was it within 10 feet of it.
No, you went to the other one.
I killed the other one.
Afterwards, she ran towards this
And
one.
you
but I
got
don't know if
within
you
10
close-
feet of it, but it's running away
Not
from you.
close enough.
You
Okay.
came this way and it's running away from you.
Got it.
Sorry. That's
So-
right. I forgot you ran over to it. But yep, it's just along the way. And that's his turn. Thanks,
Okay.
Rue.
You're welcome. Crowd control. That's all I'm good for.
Shandi. Shandi, you're
So
up.
now it's no longer affected by the spell because it's the beginning of my turn. So it
Okay.
stops giggling, I'm guessing.
Okay.
But I'm going to move my 20-foot cube, the 10 feet that I'm allowed to move it, in its direction.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Is it caught again, or is it still free? Is it far enough away to not get caught this moment?
I'm trying to. 'Cause
Visualize.
You put it at the far end of the pool, and the pool is like 30 by 20,
Okay, so it will take more than one move
and
to
it's
get it over
10.
there.
Yeah, I think if you're moving it like
Well, anything that's in the zone that it's in, which I think is just the pool at this point, if it's moving
yes,
over the
yeah,
pool
you
slowly.
technically moved Hequil out of it, or
Yeah.
no, yes, yeah,
So, what you do witness, anybody who's looking at this section of weird, wild magic ridiculousness going on, is that large molasses drops are hovering all over the cube, making it difficult terrain.
So it's a new effect.
Yeah, every
Every
on
time
my
it's a new
turn,
effect.
It's a new effect.
So now
It is
it's just
the
globules.
chaos
There's just
cube.
molasses like dropping into the pool and dropping to the bottom.
Just
but
like all-
but also some floating.
Yeah.
So if you were to try to swim through it, it would be like swimming through molasses. All right.
So now I'm going to use my action and bonus
Okay.
action and movement and stuff. I'm feeling much more confident because my brother just legit fricasseed a crab, and that feels to me really awesome. So I just think that I'm going to be awesome too. And I pick up my light crossbow, I aim it, and I just fire.
All right. Roll for attack.
See what's that would be 8 total. I rolled a 2.
Between the globules of molasses and the tough skin of the serpent maw, it just ain't
Can I
happening.
just have my little bolt run right into one of the globules of molasses and just get stuck in it?
Yeah. It's like time stopping. It's just like.
I sigh.
You gonna move?
Can I put the water? If I move at all, it's just to move myself so that my cube of ridiculousness is between me and this crab.
Okay, so you can move your 30 feet. Basically, you'll be heading towards the platform.
Yeah, I'll head towards the platform.
Okay, so you move your 30 feet. Basically, right now, you and your crab, or you and your cube, are between. The cube is basically placed right on the pool at the bottom, like 2/3. And you are at a direct diag from the crab, and your sibling is 20 feet to your left as you run up towards the platform.
Yeah, Pythagorean, we got a triangle
Yep.
going on here.
Yep, and
Cool.
Jervis is still in the corner to your. You just left Jervis over in the corner.
Jervis is the spatula handle.
Top of the order, Hequel is you.
All
You're
right.
10 feet. You're 10 feet away, and the path is clear. You are not running through globules of molasses.
Great. I'm gonna run those 10 feet, and I'm gonna whack again.
So, I'm really sorry, but the crab moved during its turn. So,
So I'll run my full feet. Do I make it? I have 30 feet.
sure, yes, you make it to the crab.
Okay. So then I will whack.
Okay, roll for
God,
damage, or roll
Jesus.
roll the.
That's a nat 1 for the first one. Oh,
You end
my
up trying to
God.
dodge a random globule of molasses, and you just. Did you roll 2 nat 1s?
Yes. That's all I can do. I just stay there, angry.
Candy
You get
crab.
distracted, and you one of the globules of molasses just to see if it tastes what it looks like. All right,
Let's
Jervis,
take this
you're up.
Okay. I will.
You can
Take the
boomerang
tool.
or staff it
I'll use my
or
boomerang.
eldritch blast it.
I'll use my boomerang.
Okay. Roll for attack.
18.
That hits.
1.
Plus
Alright.
whatever the hex is. What does the hex do again?
That's
Oh.
a 1d6.
So then you can go there. I think it's that one. This one.
Okay, so 6.
6 total.
All right.
And you get to do it again.
Okay.
Yep, you get 2 attacks. So you your boomerang and it goes and it
10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Dang it.
But your boomerang still comes back to you.
Very good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So now the the serpent maw is going to turn and look at this thing that just sent whatever it was flying through the air at it. Then it's going to come to you, Jervis. So it's going to come 20 feet. It's going to come up right in your face, and it is going to attempt to claw at you with its one remaining claw.
Is it running through the mischief mess?
No, because it's literally at the bottom edge of the pool, so it's running through the frame. If you next turn, but
I'm
you might
moving
have
that
to
thing
trap
over.
Jervis in it.
Yeah.
Does a 12 hit?
I think it does. It does.
It does.
Okay. So you take, what is that? It's a D. Okay. You take 4 points of damage. And now that it's got a little bit of purchase, it's going to go ahead and try again. Oh no!
Oh,
Rogue die. I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit.
No.
All right. So it goes to try again, and you just kind of go like, no. We did this once, not again. And you just kind of whoop out of the way.
That is what I said.
Whoop. Oh, nay. nay, sir. Shandi, you're up. Or are you gonna move? You're gonna bonus action. You already have the hex on, but you can move if you wanna. If you run away, it will give you an opportunity attack, but it's up to you if you want to move or stay posted up with it.
All right, I'll stay.
Okay. All right, Shandi.
I am going to move my mess of mischief 10 feet over.
Okay. So if you want to move it and not hit Jervis, then you're going to move it basically 10 more feet down. So now it's covering the entire bottom of the path, like across from the platform, and the bottom 10 feet of the pool that way.
Okay. Is it
Or
hitting
the
the crab?
farthest 10 feet.
Is the crab
It
within
is
that
hitting
zone?
the crab. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to roll in the ridiculousness, see what happens. Ooh, is that new or old? We will see. So I rolled a 2, so the bouquets of flowers appear all over and start squirting water. The crab needs to roll a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of my next turn,
Okay.
as the flowers continue to spray water in its face.
I'm going to assume that's a fail. Yeah, it rolled a 5.
Oh.
So I'm assuming it fails. So all of a sudden these flowers just start sprouting all over this crab, and it's like trying to use its one claw to grab them as they squirt it in the face, which the water doesn't really seem to mind because, that's where it comes from. But it's caught all these, like, it's only got these 2 little beady eyes, and its worm-like head thing is also trying to grab it.
I can just see those little eyes. You know how they move around.
The
and they're
little
just, like,
eye stalks,
every
yeah,
time this
yeah.
water just gets squirted in them, and it's like,
And and it's more annoyed than anything. It's not particularly being hurt, but it is annoyed AF.
there is nothing really all that cool about this spell other than it is hilarious crowd control. And I'm going to just say, am I 60 feet away from the crab-ish? Within 60 feet of it?
Yeah, you're at like a 30 diagonal, so I would say like 40 feet.
So I'm just going to say, oh, you can't see now. You're going to be candied smoked crab meat soon. And I'm rolling my vicious mockery because I was as vicious as it gets. So that's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, right. A 15?
Yeah.
I rolled a 15. So
You
sorry.
make the save.
Sorry.
It doesn't even know what candied smoked crab is, so it's just confused. Unaffected by my insults.
All right. Hequil, it is you. Actually, you know what? I need to retcon something because it ran towards Jervis away from you, which means you get an opportunity attack.
Woo!
So go ahead and roll that attack.
$19.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Hang on. I think a dog just locked themselves. 1 second. Hold 1 second.
Okay.
I love the idea that we are sitting here having possibly crab soup in a bit. And all my spell has been doing is just making Larissa slightly more annoyed with me. That is the purpose of this spell, is to create annoyances.
Somehow Buffy managed to unlock the bathroom door and then close it shut behind her. So, okay, so, sorry, what was the attack roll on that?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Damage.
15 doesn't hit. I'm sorry.
No. That was the damage.
She hit already.
Oh, okay, all right. This thing's looking really rough. It's limping. Wait, hold on, what are you doing? Hold on. Nah. Know what I just did.
So does that... Are we now back at my official turn?
Yes, we are now
Amazing.
back at your official turn.
I'm going to run, and I'm gonna get to that crab, even if that means me going inside of the cube.
Okay, so Rurik, can you outline exactly what this means for Hequel?
She runs in there and needs to roll a dexterity saving throw to dodge the squirting flowers.
Okay.
There we go.
Loading. Okay, and then dexterity. Oh, wait, where'd you go?
That face.
I had an idea of something ridiculous that I can do if she fails this roll. It's like playing against myself a little bit, but it's hilarious to me.
What do I have to roll?
Dexterity
Wisdom
saving throw.
Oh, dex save? I thought. Oh, right.
Well, what do I have to, what's the number?
15.
Amazing. I rolled 15, 16, 17.
Cool.
All right. So
Yeah,
you're
you
fine. You make it to the
Dodging
crab.
water sprays.
Yes. This crab is just covered in flowers and constantly being squirted out of the middle of them.
I'm gonna do 2 attacks.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, 22.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage. Well, actually, how do you want to do this?
I want to do the same thing as before. Just open the door.
All right, as you just are stabbing into the crab and just, making a crab kebab, you scream, "Open the door!" And the crab just kind of... You pull your sword out. But you're saying that from off the platform, right?
I am off
Everyone
the
is still off the
platform.
platform?
I'm the only one who's close to it, I think. Because of just where I ran before. But
All right. So we are officially out of combat.
Woo!
Sorry if I didn't state that as the obvious. You.
since
So far.
I've just been hearing my brother saying, open the door, I think he's telling me to open the door. So I'm just going to go up and see if I can figure out how to open the door.
Okay.
Said it was
So
locked.
Shandi's on the platform. Hequel is still halfway, or Hequel's still down at the far end of the pool. Jervis is still down at the far end of the pool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Shandi, you're trying to open the door?
Yeah, I'm just... You said it didn't have a knob.
Right. There's no knob, there's no handle or anything.
My little cube is like slowly following me, slowly until it disperses within a minute. So just for the fun of it, constantly changing into weird things.
Everybody successfully avoids the cube because they now know better.
Yep.
Except for when it turns to the smell of apple pie, in which case I dive in and just enjoy the sniff of apple pie. I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just trying to figure out, like, you said there's a door. I don't remember what else you said because it's been a
There's
little bit.
2 unlit torches on either side.
Can I take my dungeon thing and light up the 2 torches?
Your dungeon thing?
My dungeon pack?
Oh, yes. You light the torches. So you're now up on the platform. You light the torches. The door raises up and opens.
Oh my god. I walk in.
You walk through the door. The rest of you going?
I wave as if I'm saying goodbye as I walk through the door.
Yeah, I thought I'm going too.
Welcome back. All right. You go through the door, and in front of you, you see it's not quite like a throne, but it's very much just kind of like a chaise lounge chair. And this long, tall elf with long red hair just sitting there kind of lazily going, "Well done. You're all here. You're all well, more or less. I appreciate your efforts, and I congratulate you on completing the tournament." And
Strike a pose.
I hold my loot.
you just hear fanfare. As she does that, an unseen servant comes by with a platter, and you see a scroll. You see 5 diamonds worth 500 gold each, and you see nothing. The unseen servant walks over to Jervis, takes the diamonds and holds them out and towards you.
Do you take them?
Yeah.
Matches
Take
your treasure as requested.
Mm-hmm.
And the unseen servant unseen, but the platter turns towards Hequel and offers you the scroll.
I open it and read it.
It is a commendation for your early entry into the guard.
I just kind of shake it and I shove it into Shandi's face. I go, look!
Yeah. Okay.
And Madge turns to Shandi and says, "As you wished. Your sibling received what they wanted. But I will give you one more chance. What is it you want?"
Oh.
I look at Hequel and it just dawns on me that Hequel has life figured out now. Like Hequel has their goal, and I realize I don't even have a goal. And I think the puzzles, the ridiculousness of all the stuff that we've gone on, it's like, can I be your apprentice?
Ooh.
Madge smiles and says, "I thought you would never ask."
Just a big grin.
So all of a sudden she just snaps her fingers and the facade drops. You're in the middle of a plain, just in the middle of a woods, which is technically where you were grabbed from.
Mm.
That was the meeting place, but I didn't want to spend all that time being like, "Oh, you all meet in a field, and then suddenly you're blindfolded." So, sorry, it's a little misjointed at the end, but
No, that was great.
This is fun. I liked your puzzles.
so.
Yay.
Ta-da. I'm sweating.
I like that so much. How did
That
you
was
enjoy
so
your first
fun.
run of DMing? You were solid.
I'm glad it appeared that way because it didn't feel that way.
Really?
Well, it
I
always
thought
feels
you
like
did
a little
so
bit
well.
of chaos. You did really good.
Uh,
Yeah. I get the feeling, but also you did really well.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for anyone who's watching and stuck with that, whatever that was. I appreciate it. I'm just glad y'all got. I'm glad y'all got the light puzzle, like the color one, because that one I thought up all on my own.
Really?
So-
I
That was
liked
a
it.
cool
That was
one.
super
Yeah.
fun.
I was worried, I'm like, there's 9 levers. It's gonna take them forever. But y'all started to get it really quick, and I was like, okay, we're good. We're
Wrote
good.
Down. This is my trying to figure it out.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, that's kind of what my whole thing was like. So
I really need to get a pad of paper for these sessions and for my sessions because I have been scribbling on the same envelope for like
God,
3
Rick.
months.
That's
So I did have one last thing for the door, but we were running out of time. I had riddles if y'all wanted to try to guess them just for funsies, but I know we're out of time, so it depends if y'all want to.
You have one?
Well, I had one that's kind of, yeah. Here, let me just pick one. So I had 3. Let's see. Okay, I feel like this one is applicable to the genre. I have lakes with no water, mountains with no stone, cities with no people. What am I?
Lakes with no water.
And cities with no people.
Mhm. And it's definitely an object that could be found in a D&D world. It's not like a real world item. I mean, it is a real world item, but it can be found in both.
So I jumped to map, but now that you said it's a D&D.
There are maps in D&D.
Yeah, but a map shows lakes without actually water, mountains without
Is
stones.
it a map?
Yes, it is
Cities without-
map. Rick.
Yeah, you're so
Why do you-
smart. I would have never thought of that.
I mean,
That's clever.
All right, here's another one that's genre specific because you should get it. Y'all should get it. What tree determines one's fate, but when held in one's hand holds little weight?
a trinket determines one's fate, but held in.
Can determine one's fate, but when held in one's hand holds very little weight.
Friendship. No.
A trinket, physical thing.
I'm so bad at riddles.
I mean, it could be a timepiece, like a watch or something like that, maybe. Oh, dice! Duh.
Oh.
Or a coin. We
Yeah,
have
but
audience
dice.
participation.
Yeah, those dice. A coin is also a good one too. But yeah.
Yeah.
I was sitting there time kind of is your sort of,
Yeah.
but then I like that.
The longer time thing that I had the longer time thing I had for the door was a puzzle that would have required you to each do one of your skills Jess's character had dice. So that would have been
I picked up cards for mine. I was gonna have a whole thing where I got in trouble for gambling.
as a teen.
Yeah, gambling
Nice.
with the wrong crowd, and that was
Well,
super
thank you all
fun.
for
Thank you so
sticking with
much. Thank you for joining us all for Probability of Demise. It has been lovely having you. Hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, happy, whatever this is. And next week we will be back with the battle that we've had in interrupted mode for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And
Everybody listen to the podcast because we got to roll for recap.
I cannot wait for somebody I was in my head going oh, I should just recap so we can move our thing quicker. But I honestly think all of us should be very prepared.
Yes. I will try very
do
hard.
a little study, figure out what's going on, because we should all be prepared for the recap. All right. Thank you all very much. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much, Larissa, for doing this.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Jonathan.
Thank
Yes, thank you. Thank you for slugging through it.
you. Thank you for having me. It was very fun.
Good. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.